Welcome to Scrum Talk with me, CJ, of course. We're going to talk about yesterday's Pool D clash between Uruguay and Fiji. And we have our first World Cup upset for the tournament. I mean, what a game it was. Uruguay finally beating Fiji 30-27. No one saw it coming. Fiji was a wounded animal. I predicted Fiji to win. But out of nowhere, Uruguay came through and showed a fighting spirit. And if you saw the end of the game, you saw all the players, including the coach as well, who were, high on emotions, crying. This is not a rugby playing nation. Uruguay is a football loving nation, and they've been trying to build a sport there. No one expected it to happen. I don't even think they expected it to happen, because since 2003 they have not won a World Cup game, but they never gave up. This is not some lucky win for Uruguay. This was an amazing performance, of course. A lot of mistakes along the way. Fiji did capitalize on some of the mistakes, but eventually Uruguay held it through. There was a sudden resurgence in the Fiji attack, of course, at the very last moments of the game, but somehow Uruguay kept the 2-point lead and they beat Fiji. Things are looking pretty bad for Fiji, of course. They might have an early exit unless they get some favor from, some help from some other countries, of course. But Uruguay look on to Georgia, the next clash against Georgia. And if they beat the Georgians, they get automatically qualified for the next World Cup. Now, how are they going to progress? That we'll have to wait and see. But Uruguay are high on emotions right now, and they look very, very positive. Their first game, of course, on the Pool D clash. Things are looking very interesting for the South Americans. Now, let's have a look at the preview today. At 1:15 local time, we got the kickoff between Italy and Canada. That's going to be a pretty interesting game too. Italians, I feel, will edge Canada out, but then you never know. After the game between Uruguay and Fiji, anything could happen, but my prediction still goes for the veterans, of course, Italians. And a 4:15 kickoff normal local time, we got Americans going up against the British. So it's going to be an England versus USA game. Now, this itself is going to be pretty much a high-packed game as well, because there's a lot of rivalry between the two transatlantic rivals, but English are the winners of the 2003 World Cup champions. Americans always, when every game they approach, they come with saying, you know what, we're not a rugby playing nation, but we got a lot of heart, and that's what they always show. But I do predict the Three Roses will come through. So that's a 4:15 kickoff, something to look forward to. Well, that wraps up the Scrum Talk with me, CJ.